I want to tell you a story about God using unlikely people that is really, I would say, one of the top 10 stories for me that touches me. I haven't told it in years here. It's told by Tony Campolo, who's professor emeritus at Eastern University in Pennsylvania. I just want to tell you a story he told years ago. A good story stands on its own 2 feet. Tony Campolo says about 30 years ago, he was the speaker at a typical church camp of junior high students. Junior high meaning 7th, 8th, 9th grade students. There was a young man at the church camp, a camper, by the name of Charlie, who had cerebral palsy. You know what it's like when somebody has cerebral palsy. They walk in a halting way. They speak in a halting way. They're very limited in what they can do physically and vocally. And you know, the kids called him Spastic Charlie. If you can believe this, Christian students at a junior high church camp would walk behind him, walking the way he walked, just to make fun of him, and they thought it was funny. The kids would talk like Charlie would talk, making fun of his speech pattern and his halting speech, and they just treated him awful. Here is this kid just trying to go to camp at a church camp, and the students treating him that way. The final straw was this: every night a different cabin was chosen, and the cabin was to choose somebody from your group to give devotions at the campfire at the end of the day. Well, guess who's Charlie's cabin picked? They picked Charlie. I said, that'll be funny. Let's have Charlie give the devotion at the campfire on Friday night. And he did. And Tony Campolo said that Charlie got up and it took him minutes to say what would take you seconds, would take me seconds to say, I love Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ loves me. People snickering in the background and around the campfire. Isn't that funny? That's not the end of the story. 20 years later, Tony Campolo, when I heard him tell it, said, I still have people come up to me and say, Tony, you don't know me. You don't remember me, but I was one of the kids at that camp. That was the day I gave my life to Christ. That was the day I decided to dedicate my life to full-time Christian service. That was the day I decided to go to the mission field. And Tony Campolo would say, isn't it interesting that God would use an unlikely person, Spastic Charlie, to be the one that could bring the message of truth to a young person's heart? God works with unexpected people, unlikely people. And you know who that includes? You, me. God uses unlikely people to carry his message.